Hello everyone, my name is Audita and welcome back to another episode of Dress in the Sky, the third. This is a bonus episode, which means we are going to another door. And my plan is going to... Those who have not proved themselves in a battle are not worthy of stepping inside. Should you wish to be team worthy, struggle through 100 battles, only then shall the door open. So basically, the requirement is to fight 100 monsters until they reach that point. After countless of grinding the EXP. Let's go! Enclosed is a report on the damage dealt to the former Principality of Northumbria by the Salt Pale. Also contained within its reach on the Pale itself. Holy City of Arteria, Congregation for the Sacraments. I hereby present this report to you, Your Holiness, ever the side of the goddess. This report contains classified information and may only be read by those with the clearance to do so. Certain sections of the utmost secrecy have also been blacked out. Progression of events after the Pale appearance. July 1st, 1178, 5:45 AM. An urgent report came in from Halias Cathedral in the then Principality, now a state, of Northumbria in northern Zemuria. It stated that a giant white pillar so tall it appears to kiss the cloud had appeared on the outskirts of the city. Bishop Alexei, the one who sent the report, behaved as if extremely unsettled by what was happening. By urgent order of the committee, 2 knights of the Crusader, the 8th Dominion aka the Roaring Lion, and a squire, both of whom were working on another mission in a nearby nation, were dispatched to perform a formal investigation. They hurried to the scene via the 8th Merkabah unit. Please note that the Merkabahs had only recently been put into use at this point. They arrived promptly, and at 6:22 AM, this was what they saw. A crystal tower? Enclosed is a photographed object known as the Salt Pale. At this point, however, it was far larger than the term pale would suggest. It was more akin to a massive tower that soared hundreds of arcs into the air. The 2 knights provided the following observation regarding the explanation of their arrival. We were met with mighty hailstorm blowing in our direction from Halias, or so it appeared at first. Then we eventually realized the storm contained not ice, but salt. The object's surface is completely covered with salt, making it impossible to tell what it actually looks like underneath. The surrounding air has become powdered salt, and it falls to the ground like a snow falling to a tundra. The spread of the salinification process was startlingly rapid, and the affected area spread in the blink of an eye. By the time the Crusader arrived, the entire landscape of the capital had turned to salt, and the lives of many who lived there, like the aforementioned Bishop Alexei, had been already lost. Yet the spread did not stop there. A day after the Salt Pale first appeared, a vast coniferous forest zone north of the capital crystallized and collapsed. Bridges also collapsed, rendering all of the main highways out of the city unusable. Let's note that by this point, then ruler Prince Balman had already fled the country to a nearby nation, to dispatch since the Pale appearance. By this point, roughly half of the entire principality had become a sea of salt. Damn, that is an apocalypse basically, and apparently people die by getting covered of salt. Countless refugees has fled to the southern side of the country because the river Grief stood between it and the affected area. Finally, 3 days after the Pale's appearance, the sanification process stopped at dawn. As a result, the knights were able to advance on the capital of Halias with the hope of investigating the Salt Pale. That afternoon, they finally reached it. But what they found looked completely different from how the Pale had before when they first arrived in Northumbria. It change color or solidify? In the center of the solidified area, they found an object that was a mere 2.5 arch in height. Its surface was no longer blanketed in salt. Rather, it looked as if something had been carved out of it. It is now believed that the veils must decrease as the sonification process progressed. In its smaller state, the veil had lost its power to turn sweats of the country to salt, but its ability to solidify was still very much intact. Anything that touched it, even for a millisecond, was instantaneously turned into salt. It was of the utmost importance to handle it with care. Alright, that is pretty scary. You turn into salt by just touching it. In order to complete the mission without physical contact, the Grass Leader required the use of the sacred tool, Gleipnir, which was delivered to them from the high seat in Arteria. Since then, it has been kept closely sealed away, deep within the high seat in Arteria. Still, while the recovery mission was ultimately deemed a success, the damage already caused was equally vast and significant. No damage to the surrounding nation was reported, but it resulted in the destruction of the 3 of the 5 administrative districts of the principality, including its capital. Over a third of the population, along with travelers from elsewhere, lost their lives. This is to say nothing of the emotional damage caused due to its sudden outbreak. The hearts of the Northumbria people were overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. From a humanitarian and a religious perspective, a swift response from the Septine Church was all but necessary. The decision was made to dispatch personnel to the region right away, and upon arrival, they set about rebuilding the damaged churches and healing of both the physical and mental wounds of the people. Those who were left orphaned in the crisis were taken into the gospel facilities, where they will be cared for until adulthood. The northern region of the country, which had been turned entirely to salt, was placed under the church control. It has been a restricted area ever since. Supplementary notes. After some time, the country former leader, Prince Belman, attempted to rebuild the government. But given that he had fled the country during its hour of need, caring only for himself and not his people, all the he once had was gone. The following year, the country people led an armed uprising, and the Principality of Northumbria was no more. Eventually elections were held, and the country became a democracy, thus bringing about the birth of the autonomous state we know of now. This was also when the former Principality armed forces reformed as a vigilant corps. Given the extreme poverty of the state, however, the majority of state corps considered gathering foreign currency to be of the utmost importance. This was how the large-scale Jaegers Corps known as the Northern Jaegers was first established. Oh. Interesting. As far as the rest of the Zemuria is concerned, this is where the tale of the Salt Pale ends. But a number of very important questions still remain unanswered. Perhaps the most obvious of this is where it came from. Despite the considerable size of the object and that it appeared on the outskirts of a populated city, no information is available regarding the moment it first appeared. The most popular theory is that its appearance was due to something akin to the spatial translocation, but no hard evidence exists to support this, or any other theory. Of more importance, however, is its positioning in the teaching of the Septine Church. The pale is clearly different in nature to artifacts, and appear to be a more fundamental manifestation of the goddess' powers of creation, community report. With the limit of our knowledge at present, this is as far as we can go to get to the truth. There are some who have proposed it may be one of the Septarians, but no evidence has been found in religion or scripture to support this belief. Nevertheless, this question and many others need answering, and the Congregation for the Sacraments continue to study the Salt Pale to this day. The most accepted proposal comes from those who believe the Pale should be seen as nothing more than a gift from Alios, and they continue to consider various means for her church to make good use of it. Oh, the arrow that killed Wise Man. So that's where they come from. The most realistic of these plans is using it in the manufacture of a secret tool used for execution. Parts of the pale are cut away using high-pressure water and are surrounded with cylinder made from the salt crystal, allowing them to be fired directly into the target without requiring the user to make direct contact. Should the bolt make successful contact with a human target, their whole body will turn to salt, killing them in mere seconds. What an amazing weapon. There are no known means for reversing or stopping the process. This approach does not come without flaws. It seems unwise to be careless with an object we still do not understand the nature of, for one thing. There are also humanitarian concerns with executing someone in this manner. Still, it is worth mentioning that should there ever be a case where a target needs to be eliminated, be without a fail, this will be the most surefire way to clear it up. It should go without saying that research on it is intended to continue into the future. Appendix regarding the aforementioned secret tool. S. Blank. Trial sequence of the secret tool. Top secret work only. Permission granted to use in the execution of the Wise Man. Used in the execution of Fight from Bogan. Results were extremely favorable. The damage was caused to the surrounding area. That reminds me of Psycho Pass, if you ever watch it. The target was also successfully erased. Appendix with the target. The target blank was orphaned by the salt pail when it first appeared. The brief history of blank is as follows. S1180 joined the subtentured. S1185 joined the congregation for the sacraments as an official. S1190 promoted to bishop. Is that supposed to be a year? 1195 declared as a heretic and excommunicated from the church. And that's N. Butterfly. Nice. Alright, since we still got time, let's just move into the next story. Let's go! So this should be about Chloe and Joshua. Alright. Breaking news! Liberal news, special issue. The Flying City falls. Liberal is safe once more. Glory to the young princess who saved us all from the crisis. Oh, newspaper. I gotta say, Liberal just got the worst luck of them all. Liberal is a small country that has a lot of mysteries in it, and the mysterious things that happen in Liberal make the country goes wild from time to times. What's taking you so long, Dorothy? Get a move on, or I'm gonna leave you behind. Wait for me. I really like Dorothy. No time for waiting. If we take much longer, the banquet is going to start without us. We are talking about a big celebration held by the Queen here. Being late is an option. But I'm so hungry. Well, you can eat in there once you arrive in the banquet. I can't walk another step. I have a horrible feeling I know what's going on here. You skipped lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you? I didn't even eat breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kind of lightheaded. Damn, girl. What the hell were you thinking? I can't move. Carry me. Hello. Come on, we're going. There's no way we can miss an occasion like this. There's gonna be all this knows how many famous people there are. What's on the agenda is snapping a photo of Hermitage and the Crown Princess, and then... Huh? This actually isn't so bad. This humble bank is intended to be an occasion to celebrate that fact, as well as to honor all those who contribute to making it a reality. If you would, Claudia. Of course. All those invited to today's party contribute in one way or another to protecting the peace of the world by ending the peril we were faced with. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those in need or working to fight off the threats that instill fear in the hearts of our people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you all very much. Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you have done. But we just made it. Hey, we are finally here. For food! Someone give me food! The hell are you doing? Eating can't wait. You've got a picture to take. The Crown Princess speech might be finishing soon. Oh, okay. Well, I do hope you will all enjoy your time here in all the same. I'm sure you are all of busy men and women, hardened by a great army of responsibilities and concerns. But today, I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax, and enjoy yourselves. The food on offer here is some of the finest in the world, so by all means, partake until you can no more. And may the gods bless this nation! I changed his voice a lot, because I cannot remember the Duke voice at all that I made for him. Quite really something else, huh? I'm not sure I could dress super nice, get up in front of a crowd like this, and make a big speech the way she just did. Yeah, she is. She said she wasn't feeling confident about how she'll do as a crown princess before. But from where I'm standing, she's doing just fine. Seeing her is making me kinda jealous though. I wish I could pull off a fancy dresses the way she does. You got something to say, mister? Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time, so it always takes me by surprise when you suddenly are. What do you mean I'm not girly? Sure, lately we've been so busy with helping get Triple back in shape, so I haven't even had time to go back home. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't wanna wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know? I know. Still, it really is surprising just how much you've grown even in the past few weeks. I have? Well, it's been a pretty tough running up and down the country so much, but you have kept up with ease. But you just meant as are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dresses or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person, Asel. That's what you saw. I don't know why, but it's weird hearing you pile on the compliments so much. But what can I say? I'm glad that things seem to have finally calmed down a bit on the work front these past few days. The compliment might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. I think we can finally afford to take a breather. Yeah. Oh, look! Look at all that food! The chefs in the castle supposedly made the entire spread too. There's no way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the birthday festivities, so now's my time to pick up my big time. I'm gonna eat that until I barf. Stay right here, okay, Joshua? I'm gonna go scoff out the goods. You might have grown in some areas, but you still got ways to go in others. Hey, look, how you doing, Joshua? I'm not here with you. Just went to get food a second ago, actually. Are you to hear more for work than fun? Bingo! There aren't many occasions where this many famous vessels are gathered in one place. There was no way we could pass up the chance to come and score some interviews. I think you're getting out of here without answering some question either. We'll get to you too later. So no going home until you've spoken to us. Alright? Alright. Great. Next up is the Crown Princess. Hop to it, Brody. I can't go on. I need something to eat. Come on. What are you doing? Let her eat. Let me have something to eat. Yeah, come on. Let her. Now that we are done, question to ask, photos to take. Damn, Niall, please, just give her one bite. Why are you so mean? It's even more fired up today than usual. I wonder how Estelle's doing. I didn't think you said we'll be there. So much for the scoping out of food. I suppose this is a good as chance as any. I owe a lot to the people here on personal level too. Maybe I should go around and thank them while I have the chance. Someone are coming! Hold on, I haven't even... Oh, Joshua! Hey man, making the rounds? Something like that, yeah. Anything interesting going on with you? Sort of. I guess I said he was gonna come over for dinner inside a while back. So I was just asking him when he's free. Oh, that's right, so he did. When we were getting up to Arsenal, right? I didn't really mean it though. It was just one of those things you say in passing but don't give much thought to. I ain't exactly swimming in the free time, you know? Being a prisoner of busy work. I like to go, sure, but I've got no idea if I'll actually have the time to do it. But I've been looking forward to you coming ever since. Okay. Let me think. Maybe the end of the month. That should be okay. I think that Friday's free. Thing. Really? Huh, is that a promise? Yeah, I guess. Oh, hello there. Oh, so you're free. Nice. And you still obsessed with him? Oh, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on the Council. It really did help us all. Oh, please. I only did what I did because it was one of his extensive bail condition. Freaking woman. Make no mistake, I won't have helped any of you worthless tracks otherwise. Harsh, huh? You don't think it will be so hard to accept a thank you? You know, I prefer you get locked up instead of him, but you are lucky that the Queen pardoned you too. Oh, hello there. You two had a drink alone, I see. So you two had a dating time secretly. You two look comfortable. Oh, everybody's in Joshua. Care to join us for a few drinks? Haha, don't be shy now. The night is only just beginning, but I want to see the exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes so close. I'm good, thanks. Ah, come on. We are at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoiled sport. Oh, I know. Why don't we have a few drinks to celebrate you becoming senior president at the same time? It feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion. Only styles. Say, Shira. About Lucilla. Haha. Silly Joshua. What are you getting all worried about her for? You really needn't be. Huh, Shira's right. Especially not now. We all have our concerns and worries after all that happened over the past few weeks and months. But this is not the time to be thinking about them. This is the time to be making a merry and drowning in fine dream. From sunset to sunrise. Right. I don't think there's ever a time for not making a merry as far as you are concerned. It's got a point, though. Oh, and while I've got the chance to say this to you, no more going off on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was about after you last disappeared. I could barely bring myself to watch her. I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now. Well, if you say so. Haha, that vocal expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, alright? Oh, Joshua. I'm surprised to see you here, Dad. I thought you said over the phone that we won't be able to attend because you were so swamped. Oh, swamped. It's an understatement. Transporting goods needed to get the country back in order, making sure every area has the utilities it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while longer before we can say Libra is back to normal too, I fear. Come to think of it, Asa and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Libra's smaller village. They threw us off to see us much while we were helping out where we could. This doesn't come as a surprise if you are the one responsible though. It should go a long way toward helping people feel at this. It's time like this when we have got to do all we can for one another, and the army is no different. With the Rebellion and Calvar's internal political situation a mystery to us, the reorganization of the army has had to be shelved for now too. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone's need to kick back in a while. So make sure you make the most of tonight, Joshua. I think you need to kick back more than I do, Dad. I've just been pretty worried about you, you know. Haha, there's no need to worry about me. I'm hanging there. In fact, I'll say I'm making it too easy. Well, take care, Dad. Hey, Joshua. I didn't expect to see you guys here. You were invited then. Sure was. When the invitation just showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine our surprise when we saw that thing. The way we were turning down some high-class craft, though, so we hurried on over. Haha, that's very like you. Not gonna deny it. That aside, thanks to Her Majesty pardoning us, we are now free to walk around in the open. Looks like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living for ourselves. That's not the first time you say that. Something about wanting to start up a courier service, right? Well, maybe, but that's not the only thing we could try out. Whatever we settle on, it should involve flying the skies. That's how we've lived so far. I don't want to change now. Alright, you two. Stop fighting, please. Huh, I figured that'd be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all. Because I've been to plenty of high society gatherings wearing poofy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before. Because I have, for your information. I just wanted to go around trying to convince everyone that I'm not a boy, unlike some people I could name. Try saying I look like a boy again and see what happens. Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your difference. But we're kind of in a really public, really high-class place here. So could you take the fight somewhere else? Shut up, Joshua! Wow, sorry. Joshua got Satan again by the girls. What's up, Kevin? Kevin? Wasn't expecting you to still be liberal. Oh, sup? You're invited too, huh? Makes sense. So, having fun? You better be. Take it from me. If you don't make the most of times like this and eat your heart out, you're gonna regret it later. Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin. If you hadn't come to Liber when you did, just read it. Not like I did anything special. But to see all the side effects look about gone, too. And I skipped it accidentally. So yeah, just forget about owing me or whatever. It's all in the past now. I'm not sure if I should ask this, but are you? Joshua, I'm not going to be in Libra for much longer, so this might be the last time we met for a while, but I hope we'll get a chance to see each other again one day. Yeah, I hope so too. Zin! How's it going, Joshua? Hello, Zin. Thanks again for all the help you've been giving with the restoration efforts. I don't know what we have done without you. Hahaha, hey, think nothing of it. It's all a part of being bracer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand though. Get back up and head back home at some point. The political situation isn't exactly stable over there, you see. Yeah, I understand. What? You'd like me to give a comment? Well, let's see. Looks like she's being interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now. Ah, what? Ah, if it isn't Joshua. I was just discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with Major Fender. Fortunately, the river arc collapse caused little direct damage by itself. That might not have been the case if there had been any shift on the lake at the time, but due in part to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterwards was quite small too. I would say we were rather fortunate. Aslan and I were able to see as much when we traveled around the lake shore. A few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of the fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it. Indeed, if anything, the much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of losing orbital power. Rebel is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology. Ordinarily, that is one of our greatest strengths, but in this case, it worked against us. The crisis has no past, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of. Well, that's it so far. I cannot find anybody else that we can talk to. Okay, I think that's about everyone now. There were a few people I didn't get to talk to though, so hopefully I can make another run of the party later once they are free. Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy, you're talking to the military guys next. Get a move on, woman. We haven't got all day. How dare you treat Dorothy like that, Niall? Niall, I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant bottle of water. That's what happens when you drink way too much in a short period of time, you idiot. But never mind that. We've got work to do. Okay. Just what? Hey Chloe, finally get a bit of a break. It must be exhausting having to do one interview after another. Well, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad though. I've had to do a lot more of them ever since I've becoming Crown Princess, so I'm starting to get used to them. I can't believe it. It feels like I've been seeing you face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone will learn to adjust after a while. Well, you know, it really won't be too long before it's start to die down, so just hang in there. All you can really do is grin and bear it until then, unfortunately. Yes, I know. That's exactly what I intend to do, too. I told myself that I would do all I could to help and protect this country people. Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part. Well, if you say so. You really are strong. I'm not so sure about that. I still feel as if I'm doubting myself a lot of times. Like I just have to keep going out of my comfort zone. Feeling reckless with every push. Maybe so. Still doesn't change the fact that you are strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met too. Thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now will be the best time after all. Confession? Something I remind Chloe? Confession? Would I have a little of your time, Jisa? I've got something I want to say to you. Oh, sure. Okay. This way then. You know what you gotta do, Joshua? Is it just me, or does it seem kind of put up by something? Where's Hustle right now anyway? Still fighting. Like a stomach to spare! Oh, she's flicking up her face. This could get interesting. What side are you on anyway? I guess I can just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty occupied. I should go down and see what Chloe wants then. If I do something to make her angry, though, I don't feel like I have. Ah, what a dance, Joshua. So Chloe, what was it that you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry, alright? I love you, Joshua. Ha! What? Uh, um... I... Well... I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but... Don't worry. I know exactly how you were going to respond before I said anything. I just felt like I had to get that out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it? I... How long have you... Well, felt that way? Say Joshua, if you had met me before, Estelle, do you think you would have... Well... No. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Sorry. I told you, don't worry. I kinda know there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. Ah, this is why, personally, Chloe is my best girl during the first game. I don't know, there's just something in me that like Chloe more than Estelle. But well, in the later story, Estelle became the best girl because she changed a lot. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would have been what I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love both of you and Estelle. That's partly why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It was what I thought to bring out too. That was probably the best expression I've seen to date. You can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that. Maybe. This was like the most fun I've had in some time. Son, what's on your mind, Joshua? What? Can I say that you are worried about something? My instincts are quite sharp, or so I like to believe. Besides, I was watching you the whole time I was handling the interview earlier. Oh. How exactly am I supposed to take that? Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Are you planning on doing something all on your own again? Your instincts are sharp, alright. That also surprises me from time to time too, but you're definitely up there. Well, this is how us girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you. It's nothing that major, really. I intend to leave Rubble by the end of the month. But why? The country is finally at peace now. That's exactly why I think this is the right time. Our war seems to have completely withdrawn from the country, and restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to live on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far. But I've finally been able to start taking of myself as a person, then not some kind of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve that very thing everyone's wanted for me. It's been both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human, bad in that my heart been aching in a way that it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the terrible things they've done, but I can't do that anymore. That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent. Oh, so you do a Sasuke. So I can work towards atoning for all that I've done. So I can start embracing the person I now am, in the true sense of the word. I see. But if you do that, that means you wouldn't be able to see Estelle for a while. Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while. It could be a long time. I'm still not sure how to break that to her either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. You've still got a lot of growing up to do, young man. If you ask me, you should just tell her in the way that comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write some big speech in your head in advance. Speak to her from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you press it, she'll understand. All you have to do is to get those words out there. You owe that much to her if you love her. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious. You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that kind of thing's part of why I love you too. Please stop teasing me. Just remember, it'll be okay if anyone knows you. That's Estelle. Although if you ask me, she'll... Joshua, where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at this. They're just at goggles. Haha, I took them from her as spoils of war. I'm glad you are having fun, Estelle. Make sure you give those back to Yusat later, okay? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Tune into the next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Chloe? Suppose it's about time I return to Banquet now. You can have just go back now, Estelle. Sure? Hey, Chloe. So, I'm not sure to best put this either, but thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Really, I am. Oh. You're very welcome. Well then, I wish you both a very pleasant night. The heck? So, Joshua, what did you two, talk about? Oh, nothing much. She just gave me a bit much needed motivation. Oh, really? That sure clears things up. It's been 5 years, and I still has believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her too. Ah, no it doesn't. What motivation? Estelle, I've got something I need to tell you. I'm all ears. What's up? Well, you see. What now? Oh. Fireworks. Wow, fireworks. They are so pretty. There's so many of them too. Come on, confession time. Or do they already confess? I don't think so, right? I mean, in the second game they do kiss. You see, Estelle. And that's finished. So that means he probably asked her to join his journey. Alright, that is finally over. That's gonna be a long episode for just a bonus episode. But well, that's it for this episode, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that bonus episode. I will come back to another door after I progress the story again. And yeah, for now, that's all about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. My name is Shafwan, and I will see you guys later in the next video. Have a nice day, and goodbye. See ya.